You trying to tell me to say something that you're not going to understand if you let me explain to you.
No, answer my question.
It's your man DC Cab, day 2 of the Tupac murder trial starring Keefe D. We have the liars on the stand. We have James McDonald, better known as Mob James.
Tupac was shot. Retaliation is a mug. Come on, man. It was for real, for real. All of this was for real.
No, my question to you. My question
I
to
want
you.
you to do stop.
Can you focus on me for a second?
Yeah, I will.
And I apologize. I just want to make sure that we're clear, okay? Please. When you went back to Compton, was it like a Southside crib shoots a Pirate Blood, and then a Pirate Blood shoots a Southside crib? Is that the tension that we're talking about?
Do I answer this?
That's a straightforward question. It's a yes or no answer.
Okay.
Did you see that?
When I was a part of that life, I was a part of that. And I was because you asking something that's gonna hurt this dude. And when okay, let me stop.
And once again, I want to emphasize
when we got back to Compton,
okay,
it was a gang war. People were getting hurt.
Okay.
People was being sought. People were looking for certain individuals from his neighborhood, as well they did mine. But Orlando, him, and certain other people were being sorted because people wanted to kill them.
Sure. Were they the only ones that they wanted to kill?
I'm not the only one up in here. No, they weren't the only one. Okay. It's his neighborhood in particular. Right. But they were the main subjects of a gang war. It was in the middle, such as me.
So
he was a Mob Piru gang member.
Let me put this way. Let me help you with this. So these people right here, what they want to know from you is, did you see who shot Tupac?
I told you no.
So what?
Mob James was forced to testify, and his shit was all over the place.
What was the reason for the event?
It was Mike Tyson fight. Tyson was coming back. Tupac was supposed to perform like other people, and we was there for that.
Let me ask you this. Was Reggie with you when you found out that Tupac and Suge were shot?
Yes.
And did it appear to you in any way that Reggie Wright Jr. was coordinating the murder of Tupac Shakur?
Now, a question for you, sir. This is more for clarification. So on the night of the murder, you were working as the head of security for 662.
Yes.
You go back to Compton. You live in Compton.
Yes.
You still live in Compton?
No.
At the time you live in Compton, you go back to Compton and you tell us that there was a lot of tension. Can you describe that for us when you went back in terms of what kind of tension we're talking about?
You sure you want me to answer that?
Is it going to be
In the life that you were, if somebody like Tupac is punking you, like by punching you in the face or something like that, you would have to retaliate or you would lose your place in the neighborhood.
You would have to go back home and fight everybody that called you a punk.
You may be seated. You do solemnly swear the testimony you're about to give in this action shall be the truth, the whole truth, and nothing but the truth, so help you God?
Yes.
May I please have you state and spell your first and last name for the record?
James McDonald.
Mr. McDonald, it's fair to say that you're here because of a court order. Is that right?
Right.
And that you didn't volunteer to come or anything like that?
Not at all.
Okay. But you were instructed by a court that you had to attend.
Yes.
I want to ask you about September 7th, 1996. You at Club 662.
Yes.
What was Club 662?
It was a club that Suge bombed and we operated it.
Did the number 662 mean anything?
Yeah. MOB.
Okay, MOB. And when you say MOB, 662, there would be letters under those numbers, and M and O would be under 6. Is that right?
Right.
And B would be under 2?
Yes.
So,
Yes.
When you talk about Suge, are you talking about Suge Knight?
Yes, sir.
How'd you know Suge?
He lived in my neighborhood.
Now you said you were there to be on the lookout for something. What were you saying?
I was on the lookout.
I apologize. You were there. In order to ensure there weren't any problems. You were there providing security to ensure that Crips did not initiate any violence in Club 662.
That nothing would happen. The majority of the people was leaving again, coming back. because that night they said Tupac was going to be all right. When I was living that life, it wasn't no ifs, ands, or buts. It wasn't no, oh, you get a pass. No, I was shot.
Like you had mentioned that after what happened here in Las Vegas, there were issues between the neighborhoods. How long did that last? Was it like, all right, one day we're good, everything's done, or did it last for a long time?
No, it was tension there for quite a long time until I guess both sides, and he might agree, just said, let this shit go. Because it really wasn't our beat. This was between Suge Knight and KPD.
Have you ever spoken to the district attorneys prior to your testimony here today?
Once.
Explain for us a little bit about the club. Was that Suge's club or was it somebody else's club?
Sure, to my understanding.
Okay.
Law enforcement was outside. The metro was, why y'all put words in my mouth?
Sure.
They were outside. We were on the inside. Wasn't no law enforcement meeting with us.
Do you know how many people were on the payroll that night from your security team?
Well, y'all do paperwork different than we did. Our paperwork was what they call under the table. You sure you want me to answer that?
Is it going to be graphic?
No, I ain't gonna. I got ways to word it, but you asked me a question. I don't. And what I explained to them, I don't want to send him to prison.
Sure.
Even though we don't like each other.
Sure.
I don't want to send you to prison. So that's why I'm here where I'm at and where I am, because I changed my life. I'm raising my grandkids, teaching them never to be like their papa. And here I am explaining to people what I used to be, and I'm not proud of that. You asking me questions that can hurt him, and like I told them, I'm trying to avoid to ask for questions that they might look at me and say something is wrong.
Well, you're telling us that people back home somehow had some type of information that said that guy and a bunch of other people were involved in what?
In the murder of Tupac.
Okay.
And what people you be speaking on? The people that was already in the neighborhood, or the people that left Las Vegas that same night Tupac was shot to go home, bare their arms, and go to somebody else's neighborhood to look for somebody. They had to pay it back.
So once again, my question to you is that the information that I'm asking about is the people that back home, you're saying were eyewitnesses to this?
How could people back home be eyewitnesses to something that happened in Vegas? No, that's not what I'm saying.
The people that were here in Las Vegas, this is my question, sir. The people that were here in Las Vegas, you're telling me were eyewitnesses to what happened and went back home. Is that what you're telling me?
I'm telling you, the people that was at 6.
Just answer my question, sir. Yes or no?
I can't answer that without a witness. It wasn't a problem for people to find out what happened. No problem at all. They had walkie-talkies. They had all kinds of phones. They had ways to call people to say whatever. Well,
that court in California said you have to show up here.
In that court, I cussed them out and told them, you can't make me do that. Right. And in that court, they told me that I would be in attempted court. Me raising my grandkids, I'm not going to put my grandkids in the car and move somewhere so y'all can't find me. So all that running and living a different life, I ain't doing it. So I agreed to come.
Nothing else, right?
I was at 62. I mean, that ain't hard. I mean, that's easy math.
No further questions.
This all comes straight from paperwork from Pacer. Mob James is referred as CW, cooperating witness. Included in this paperwork are transcripts. The transcripts are from an audio where James was wearing a recorder at the time.
And Mob James has been trending heavily in the news lately. He's known as a kind of a triple OG, one of the real issue guys. But unfortunately, he's been hit with that snitch jacket as being a confidential informant. What's your opinion on that? Do you think that is a fact, that Mob James was indeed a CI?
Absolutely. Believe he was a confidential witness for the FBI. I did some digging. I made some phone calls. I know that case. You're talking about the Frank Thornton and Joe Sean Owens case.
Correct.
I know that case inside and out, upside and down. I'm 100% certain that he wore a wire in that case.
Wow.